So today we're going to take a quick look at Sun Salutation A and all its different kind of variations. Different bodies move different ways and different people need different things to work for them. Sun Salutation A is a great warm-up or a complete practice all in of itself with forward folds, back bends, all sorts of movement, core activation, back stretching. Patrick's helping us today. So we're going to go ahead and get started. These variations are used just for comfort for you. So some days you'll want to do one variation, some day you'll want to do others. It's nice to vary them out a little bit here. Go ahead and take your arms down to the side, palms facing forward, thumbs out. And start to bend your knees a little bit. Find a deep stretch in the shoulders, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Focus on regulating your breath. One of the nice things about Sun Salutation A is that it does regulate your breath into a very consistent basis here. So on an inhale, sweep the hands all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. We're going to start with some half Sun Salutations. Inhale, lift halfway, hands to shins or to the floor. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep all the way up to the top. And exhale, hands to heart. One more just like that. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. And inhale, sweep all the way up to the top. Exhale, hands to heart. Moving on here. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step that right foot back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, palms down. Step back, drop the knees down, come all the way down to the floor. Inhale, lift and lengthen, cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, back to kneeling plank. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. If downward facing dog is not your friend, you can always come into child's pose or downward facing puppy. Shift the head back. You can take the hands wider. Walk your knees out a little bit here, stretching the dog out. Then on your next inhale, bend your knees, look up at your hands, walk up to the top of the mat. Come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up to the top. And exhale, hands to heart. One more of these, showing the other side. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lifting and lengthening. Exhale, palms down. Step that left leg back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, palms down. Step back, drop down to knees. Come all the way down to the floor, flatten the toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, back to knees. And exhale, back to downward facing dog, downward facing puppy. Traditionally, you would hold downward facing dog for 5 breaths. We're going to do it a little bit shorter just so you get the variations here. On an inhale, bend your knees, look up at your hands, walk up to the top of the mat. Come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up to the top. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, palms down, step back into your plank. This time we're going to drop knees, chest, chin, roll through into cobra. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. 2 deep breaths. And then inhale, bend the knees, look up at the hands, walk up to the top of the mat. Come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep up, that one again. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, palms down, step back into your plank. Drop down knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up dog or cobra. You can lift off the floor and come into up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Patrick's trying to figure out how to get out of the room and how to eat my thingy. And inhale, bend your knees, look up at your hands, walk up to the top of the mat. Come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up to the top. And exhale, hands to heart. Another couple of little variations here. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, folding forward. Bend the knees as much as you need. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, palms down. Step back to your plank. So a half chaturanga, you can drop down to your knees, flip your toes flat. Bend the knees close to the body. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, up dog, pressing away, or cobra. Gauge the core muscles, flip back up and come into downward facing dog. It's late in the day, dog becomes dob. And on an inhale, bend your knees, look up at your hands. Walk up to the top of the mat. Come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up to the top. And exhale, hands to heart. So I'm going to show you a much more traditional version of it. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, palms down, step or hop back into your plank. Exhale, halfway down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, you're going to walk your feet a little bit closer so you have a short down dog. Bend your knees. You can hop up or walk up to the top of the mat if you're working on hopping forward. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up to the top. And exhale, hands to heart. One more just like that. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold, palms down. Hop or step back into your plank. Turn the insides of the elbows forward, rock forward. Come down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Maybe you bend your knees here, lift the hips a little bit higher. Stretch your dog out. Shake your head out, yes and no. And on your next inhale, bend your knees, look up at your hands, hop or walk up to the top of the mat. Come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep all the way up to the top. And exhale, hands to heart. Patty's tired of being outside. Inhale up, grab hold of that left wrist, pull over to the right. And then inhale back to center, pull over to the left. Inhale back to center, exhale, hands around behind you, interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders back. And then go ahead and come down to a seat. So you can bring the bottoms of the feet together, either the heels in close or far away. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Wave your butterfly wings. And then exhale, walk your hands down and fold forward. You can give your feet a little massage here. Ooh, kitty fight. Inhale, come all the way up. Take those legs out in front of you. Shake them around a little bit. Go ahead and put those feet flat, knees in. Take your hands behind your knees and just rock up to a little boat here. So lift the chest, 3 deep breaths. And then exhale, roll all the way down onto your back. So bring your knees into your chest. Move your hair ponytail out of the way. Hug the knees in, rock them side to side. Maybe make little circles to the left and to the right a few times. And then bring that right knee into your chest, left leg out straight. So if you have any issues with your knee, you want to take your hand behind that knee, pull it in. You don't want to compress that knee joint more. And then you're going to take your left hand to the outside of the knee, pull it all the way over to the left, right arm goes out to the right. And you can turn and look over your right shoulder or straight up. And then inhale back to center, hug that knee in, and switch legs. Hug that left knee in, take your right hand to the outside, pull that leg all the way over to the right. Look out past your left arm. Here comes Lucy. Hello, Lucy. And come back to center, hug that knee in. Bring both knees in one last time. Nose to knee, knee to nose. Come all the way down. You can either take your feet as wide as the mat and drop your knees together, or you can walk your feet out, stretching out, palms face up alongside the body. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath. Invite your friendly cat over to come lay on you. A good rule of thumb is for every number of minutes that you practice yoga that you take a 10% of that at least Shavasana. So if you practice 10 minutes, you would take 1 minute Shavasana or more. 30 minutes, 3 or more. So you can either continue to stay here in Shavasana, enjoy relaxing, feel your body, the warmth and the stretch, or you can begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Take some deeper breaths as you pull those feet flat to the floor, bend the knees. On your next inhale, take those arms up overhead and stretch the fingertips. Exhaling over to your right side just for a moment. And then pressing up, using your left hand to come into whatever seated position you like best. On your next exhale, drop the fingertips down to the floor. Inhale, sweep the hands up overhead. Open your eyes, look up at the palms. Exhale, hands to heart. Thank you so much for joining me today for Sun Salutation A with a few little things added on at the end to wind you down. Peace and namaste.